Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tay. This is the Nfluence channel where we focus on growing our relationship with God, growing our relationship with ourselves, and growing our relationship with people. Today, I'm going to talk about how the devil does not like marriage. In case y'all didn't know, in case it wasn't obvious already, me and my fiance, we're making moves. Wedding is getting closer and closer, you know what I'm saying? And, I've been talking to my parents. We did the premarital counseling and stuff. And they both were saying like, yo, the devil does not like marriage. He's going to come after y'all married, try to make y'all divorce, try to bring separation between y'all union. And I even remember my dad saying that about my auntie and my uncle, because my uncle's a pastor. Yeah, so in case it's not already obvious, I mean, we could just look at how the generations view marriage now in comparison to what it used to be. You used to look at married couples and have respect for it because you understand that what they did is hard, it's rare. Well, I don't even want to say rare, but it's something difficult to attain. You know what I'm saying? And I think people also had a desire deep in them that they wanted that same thing. So there was a respect for it, you know what I'm saying? But now my generation is on some like, why do I have to be married? Why do I need a piece of paper to be married? Or why can't we just be boyfriend and girlfriend and live together and just do things? Why do we have to get married type stuff? Like, I feel like my generation doesn't understand the value of it. My generation doesn't see or have the perspective of biblical marriage, and they don't understand it. So I think the devil has definitely been working. And so, after me and my girl's premarital counseling, it was funny because I felt like he was trying to already get us. Because right after the counseling, a situation where I feel like he was using both of our insecurities, and me and her was going back and forth. But one thing that we realized, well, for me, definitely, I had to go pray about it. I'm tripping right now. Like, what are me and her really arguing over what? Clearly, me and her weren't on the same page. Just off of misunderstanding of feelings, you know what I'm saying? Why does the devil hate marriage? It's because it's another way in which brings the glory of God and it reveals his glory. God invented marriage. Adam and Eve were married, you know what I'm saying? That was the first union established, the first covenant established. Also, it shows, I think it's something that we get to experience to give us understanding of God's love for us. Marriage also signifies Christ's love for the church. That's why us as men, we're called to love our wife like Christ loved the church. I think that's another way. I think, again, God gave us a command, be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. Some people out here, they only doing the multiplication. They're not being fruitful. But that's a whole nother giant. But the devil don't want that either, because he doesn't just come after you yourself. He wants to cause dysfunction, chaos, destruction in your bloodline. He wants to throw you in generational curses and things like that. Generational cycles that seem like, yo, my pops was dealing with it, my grandfather was dealing with it, I'm dealing with it, because it's something in the bloodline. And I did a video talking about generational curses. So y'all def check that out. He doesn't want God to get glorified. So a lot of the stuff that we see, all Satan is doing is taking it and flipping it from what God meant it for and now making it something perverted and distorted. Let's take the rainbow, for instance. The rainbow was a sign of a covenant that God established with man, saying he wasn't going to flood the earth like that again. But it's flipped to mean, you know what it means now. You know what I'm saying? Sex. God created sex. It's supposed to be something to bond the husband and the wife. Satan took it and flipped it and made it into that corn industry. A lot of us struggle with this giant. But Satan knows to be fruitful and multiply, I'm going to cause destruction in the home. If I could split the husband and the wife up, it will cause dysfunction, no order, no structure. The man is out of the home, so there's no priest, no protector in that home. Why do you think there's a huge emphasis on, or really an attack on masculinity and things like that? He wants to get the men out of the homes. He wants to break up homes. Why? Because now your kids grow up in that environment, and most likely they're gonna do the same thing. So he don't want us staying in strong marriages. Overall, he doesn't want God glorified. And we can see even God's covenant with Israel. God never broke his covenant. God kept his end of the deal. So even in marriage, when it's something where it's lifelong and you see a couple that really lived to, death did us part. Obviously, God's love never ends. But the point is that he kept his covenant with Israel, with his people. And so he puts the same standard on us where, you gotta stick it out all the way through. And it kind of teaches us that love that God has for us, because he ain't never quit on us. I think a lot of people, and I know one thing me and my girl have been talking about, and we already put these things in motion, but just always trying to make sure God is in this relationship. He's involved. We're praying to him, both individually, trying to grow as Christians individually, but also inviting him into our relationship, making sure it's Christ-centered. Marriage is a 3-person party. It's not just you and your wife, you and your husband. Bring God into that joint. Make sure God is there. I don't know if y'all know, but they have the picture of the man and the woman at the bottom. You're connected, but also the woman is connected to God. The man is connected to God. So as y'all are seeking and putting God first, you'll meet each other up there, because God is going to pull you up. He also doesn't want us fulfilling our purpose, because the woman was made to help Adam fulfill what it was that God needed him to do. I also think God created the woman because there was just relational differences between Adam and God. There's only so much that they could chop it up about. God is God, so Adam ain't gonna know or relate at all levels. But it's also funny that Satan didn't come until Eve came into the picture. So I don't know, maybe he looked at it and was like, nah, now we got a problem here. Because I was thinking about it last night too, because God said that it is not good for man to be alone. I'm not saying Satan has the same knowledge as God, but what I'm thinking is like maybe he didn't think Adam was really big enough of a threat yet. But then Eve comes into the picture. Now it's like, all right, now I gotta get on him now. I don't know. That's just me speculating and thinking. But yeah, he does not want marriages to succeed. Like, I even feel social media has a big part in it, where we look at other people's lives, we compare other people's lives. There's a false idea and this fantasy that we are sold about what marriages are supposed to be like, thinking it's supposed to be all about happiness. And it's not. You find someone who compliments you, someone who's going to help you fulfill your purpose. And I believe naturally you're going to be with that person. If they are a compliment to you and y'all are equally yoked, happiness is going to be in there, especially if God brought them to you. You know what I'm saying? Or brought you to them. But you got that. You got people trying to have multiple wives and things like that. And it's just like, bruh, again, looking at it biblically. I heard Tim Ross say it. He was like, who was Christ's side chick? If you're going to be a godly man, having multiple wives is not even an option. Because, who was the side chick of Jesus? It was the church and the church alone. You know what I'm saying? So we just got a lot of stuff going on right now that the enemy wants to cause confusion. It just made me think about it after our counseling. I'm like, man, he really don't want marriages. And I was just thinking about that, and thinking about what is the significance of marriage, to the point that he wants to try to always destroy them or change people's perspectives or values about them. You feel me? I was blessed and fortunate to see and grow up in a home that had that, and I have been able to reap the benefits of such as a young man growing up. So my neighbor's blasting music. We don't need to track this along. But yeah, man, I hope this was edifying. I hope this was inspirational and motivating. Leave your thoughts in the comments, man. And prayerfully, y'all are on track and on path for what God has in store for y'all, and y'all are getting to know him. And as always, man, y'all stay up, peace and love, and may the Lord be with you.